What's up, family? Gerald the Bossman here. You're tuned into the Bossman Show on AM 1010, AM 1430, 1055 The King. Let the King out at 105theking.com and the Bossman Show at bossmanshow.com. Hit me up on Instagram, The Bossman Show, Twitter at Bossman Show, and Facebook, Bossman Show. It's the Bossman on your radio.
Listen to the Bossman Show with your host, JR, Saturdays at 9 a.m. right here on AM 1010, The King.
BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV.
Yes, BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV, covering content and hot topics from A to Z, sports, music, society and culture, movie reviews, you name it, we have it. Check it out on bs3network.com or check us out on Roku, BS3 TV on Roku, as well as check out your favorite podcast on all podcast platforms or Spreaker.com/BS3 Network.
You are now tuned to BS3 Network.
Back on the Bossman Show. You see him on the screen. The man with most appearances on my show ever in the show history. On the Bossman Show. Cafe Fullerton in year 13. D, this is your brother. 21st appearance, my guy. How you doing?
That's crazy. I'm doing great. Like I said, I know it's time to go. It's go time when I'm on the show.
Yes. So, yes, you still hold the record for most appearances on the show as you, man. You're in the record with brother.
I appreciate it. It's good to be known for something, you know?
Yes, sir. Hey, D, can you believe it's been 13 years for you, my brother? Going in 13?
I can't. No, I can't imagine, or I did not imagine when we took this job that we would be here 13 years later. And obviously it's a blessing to be here because, as you know, college basketball, the faces change almost daily, let alone 13 years later. So to be where we are is nothing short of a blessing, but it's also a credit to a lot of the people that are involved in this whole deal from an administrative standpoint, from a staff standpoint, on down to our players, on down to our support circle. So it's a heck of a deal, man.
Yeah, man. And, in this world, like you said, most you get land is maybe 2 or 3 max as a new head coach, and you've been here 13 years. It's crazy, man, but I'm happy for you, and I'm looking forward to see success because you're one of the few black coaches in D1 who's been at the same school this long.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, that's another feat in itself. Not that I was set out to do that or accomplish that, but to be able to say that we have accomplished that, I think is monumental in a lot of different ways.
Now, dear, look at your roster, man. You have 7 freshmen, 2 sophomores to coach and develop, man. In this world of getting old and stay old, you went the other way. So talk about that.
Yeah.
Talk about that decision and having the support of your staff, administrative staff, to let you be able to go that way and go and develop young men who also, people understand basketball-wise, who can learn your language day one. I have to be reprogrammed the different language and know yours day one.
Sure. No, we definitely went the other way in terms of just going after young, youthful talent that we think is good enough from a character standpoint, from a care and concern about others and themselves. Also, obviously, from a skill standpoint, we felt like, the other or the rest of the college basketball is going after experience. They're going after battle-tested guys, and we can't get those guys. We can't compete. And so it's important to know who you are and know where you are and take advantage of it. And we've gotten off the page with some really, really, in my opinion, some really good freshmen. And yeah, we want to develop them. We want to grow them in hopes that they win a lot of games. And if they have an opportunity, they can move on. But From my standpoint, let's just be great together while we're together, and then let's see what happens after that.
No doubt, man. And I think what you do is be honest with these young men. Like, hey, if you're good here 2 years or whatever, hey, you can go on and make you some money. But let me develop it for 2 years or whatever it may be, however long you here. Let's do this thing because we won here before.
Yep.
We've won in recent history. We won here. So, like, if
Yeah.
we put it all put together, we'll be all right.
No doubt, no doubt. And I think college basketball is ripe for that in terms of, there's a lot of different ebbs and flow of the game, but there's a lot of different personality that, like you said, has to learn new language and new culture standards and new things. And we all are doing that. And so trying to pick our lot in life, so to speak, and who we're going to go to war with, so to speak, in terms of just the types of guys that we feel like we can be successful with. And this roster has been constructed that way, and there's 4 freshmen that I think will really get off the page and do a lot of work for us.
And like you said, man, with the get old mindset, you can get your hands on kids you couldn't get in the door with now because they're not getting recruited at all. So
Yeah.
if you have an eye for young talent, you can project them out. Like, hey, you can get in the door with some of these kids and get them to you because they're not being recruited by these Power 4, Group of 5 type of schools that won't, like we said, old and stay old.
No doubt, no doubt. And not only do they want old and stay old, but they also want productivity. They want guys that are a part of or have experience winning, particularly at this level. And so if they can get old, they can stay old, but then you couple that with productivity and winning, that's a recipe for a lot of success at wherever you choose to go. And so we want to be a part of that and give you the opportunity to be productive, to win a lot of games so that you can get old and stay old, so to speak. And again, that's the landscape of college basketball, and we've kind of gone against the grain in that regard.
You talk about this, man, is getting young freshmen learning how to teach them how to win, because that's a process to learning how to win, and especially in a tight games and situations where it's tight. So talk about trying to get them that understanding of how to execute when it's pressurized and late in games right now.
Yeah. I think it's important, number one, to try to identify guys that are coming from winning. So all of our freshmen have either competed for or have a state title, which is something that is really, really important to us. But also, I think as a part of learning how to perform in those tight games and those tight situations, I think you have to be in those. I think you have to be an active participant in those. And so we're going to give our freshmen an opportunity to learn on the job, so to speak, and be in those situations and intentionally put them in situations where they're not used to the pressure. They're not used to not only the pressure of winning, but the actual physical pressure of the other team who wants to win just as bad as they do. And so I think the biggest thing is just putting them in that position to be able to experience that and learn from that and grow from that. And so to be better in March, you got to experience it in November and December, in my opinion. And as a part of our program, the trajectory is we always get off to a rocky start, and then all of a sudden here we come, towards the end of the season, which I think is really important for our conference to play the best basketball at the end of the year.
Yeah, because in Big West, we know the main things on the last few days in March is where it really matters and peaking. That it's funny, D. I didn't plan it this way, but I've had Leggins on the show, Smiley, and Johnny Tower, all the invitations on the show. It wasn't by design. It came from sure, like, all y'all playing the same MTE. It's what you said at our conference. It's tricking me. Like, it's funny. I got all y'all on the show this week, but it's like I didn't plan it that way.
Yeah, it's funny how things work out that way. And yeah, we're part of this MTE that's coming up this season. And again, it'll be a great opportunity for us to play against contrasting styles and learn about us as much as Northern Colorado, as much as Portland, and as much as St. Thomas will do what they do. I think it's really important that we focus on what we can control and what we can do and how we do it, and learning and growing. And obviously, the end goal is to win more than you lose. But I think you have to experience certain things to understand that and appreciate what it is to win. And I think we're all in the same boat in terms of, new roster construction, but the style of play, primarily will be the same. And it's just important for us to get our group to come together as quick as we possibly can and take advantage of that.
No doubt, man. Like for you, man, are you at a point where you kind of have to kind of find ways to keep it fresh with the guys getting closer to November 3rd and they're sick of seeing each other every day? So how's it been trying to make these practice plans, man, and try to keep it to where they keep a little bit fresh for them, but still don't make it the main thing and getting better, but not getting so monotonous as well?
Yeah, I think that's really, really important, especially at this time of year. We're really fortunate to have scrimmage last Saturday, and we'll do the same this coming Saturday, just to give us an idea and point us in a direction of knowing where we need to go to get better, to get to improve. And so that is refreshing for us, but it does kind of weigh on you in terms of battling against each other with almost no end in sight. The first 4 or 5 weeks of the season, not the season, but the preseason of not knowing when your game is going to come and it's a little ways off, but how do you still maintain the freshness and getting better? And so we've been able to, I think, accomplish that in a certain way, and more importantly, try to maintain these guys' freshness from right now in early November to be better than March.
No doubt, because you know how it is. Man. This long season, mine a little longer than yours with the NBA, but it's
No
still long.
doubt.
It's still long for you guys too. And talk about trying if we get going at games and trying to plan practices where it's not so rough. It maybe go 90 minutes to an hour and 40, so not going 2 hours and trying to know when to give
Yeah.
guys a work day, a development day, shooting day. So kind of keep you said you want to play hard and not really run out of gas and really be able to still be in that, we're able to peak in February and
No
March.
doubt. No doubt. I think that's really, really the game plan, and talking to your guys and making them aware of what the game plan is. And then also your guys trusting you that you're going to do that in terms of knowing when to push, when to back off, when to do certain things, all in an effort to try to get better in March, to be playing your best basketball in March. And so it's not an easy task. It's not an easy conversation to have, especially when you're dealing with these guys. And the one thing I think probably more than anybody, these guys are coming to us, more athletic, more skilled, but their actual body is a little torn down or worn down, if you will, because of the amount of games that they play, whether it be AAU, whether it be, all these workouts, they're doing all of these things. And so I think it's important that you have to put that into the calculation of what it is that you're trying to do as well. And so, again, being driven by trying to be better, trying to be fresher in March, understanding we're in October, in November, but it's important to get better, but also not draining them, not drowning them out so that they can't be better. Because as you mentioned, yes, we do have a long season, and yes, your season is a lot longer. But it's important to continue to grow and to continue to develop and improve, but also physically and mentally, it's important to take inventory as to where you are and what you're doing.
And I know on our level, a lot of these soft tissue injuries, these obesity
Yeah.
injuries, these core muscle injuries, it's really like you said, it comes from that compounding of being, I would say, specialized early.
Mhm.
I think while my body is not as bad as others, I played baseball, basketball, football, and I ran track and played tennis. So my body did different things throughout the year.
Sure.
It wasn't just football. You know what I mean? It wasn't just
Yeah.
basketball. So I feel like the specialization of young men and young women now leads to these Achilles tears and these torn hamstring, these growing problems, these abdominal pulls, because all of that. So I feel like some of it, like you said, when they get to the NBA, they get injured. Like, well, they're injury prone. Well, how much miles on their body from age 7 to 22, 23?
Yeah, no, and I totally agree. I'm not saying that you have this train of thought, you prevent injuries, but I am saying when you do the same thing over and over and over again, for years upon years upon years, and then you expect your body to do that at a high level against other high level talent and high level athleticism, that's a tall task versus if you are playing sports and you're playing soccer, you're using different muscles. You're playing baseball, you're using different muscles. You're playing all of these different sports. I think this generation that we coach and we work with, they do specialize and they specialize early, but they're not aware of, in my opinion, the benefits of playing other sports, the use of different aspects and different parts of your body, and how important that is in the preservation of saving your body for the long run.
And like for me, I started playing sports at 4, ended at 23 years old. Only thing I have with me still is a knee issue with my right knee where I know it's going to rain and my knee puff up, or back sometimes. But that's me playing 19 years of different sports.
Yeah.
So just think, you specialize in going past, going past me 23, what you going to be when you get me your age.
Yeah.
All I got is this puffy knee and a bad back time, which I'm thankful for based on what I played.
Yeah, sound like you got a weather report right there, a human weather report on your body. You know when it's going to rain because your knee starts. You might want to check into helping us with the weather.
Yes, yeah. Hey, when my right knee starts fluid, I say, yep, it's coming. Especially in Atlanta, you know, with the pop-up showers in Atlanta.
No doubt.
You know they.
No doubt.
My knee start to fuck up.
No doubt.
But one thing I ain't lost is my speed. So my hands and my speed ain't gone.
Yeah, well, hopefully you don't have to show it that often.
Only when I have to cross the street sometime. I got put in turbo.
It's good to have. That's good to have. It's good to know you have. You get to know you can turn it on, turn it off when you need it.
Especially in New York City, we go to Brooklyn, Chicago, to the world.
Yeah. You definitely need it. That's for sure. Different times, different climates, different areas, and different environments.
Nah, no doubt, man. I see you got a young man on the roster, KJ Garris from down this way, man. Tell us about him, man.
Super excited about him. I think he comes from, as they say, he comes from good stock. I mean, his dad just was inducted into the Illinois Hall of Fame for his career at the University of Illinois. His mom is a Grammy Award-winning singer. And so they've done an unbelievable job of rearing him and raising him in the heading in the right way. But then you couple that with, I mean, the kid's legit 6'5". He's probably 215. So he's built, physical, but he shoots the ball really, really well, and he's not scared to mix it up. And so we're excited about him and excited to get him out of Atlanta and get some of that Southern hospitality here on the West Coast.
I know he lives enjoying the weather because it's similar to here, but about the humidity.
Yeah, definitely without the humidity, and we don't have any pop-up storms or pop-up rain. You know, we don't deal with all of that stuff. It's pretty much good weather throughout the course of the year.
Nah, no doubt, man. Like, yeah, it's like LA, got Southern California. It's gonna be cool, and it's gonna be cool all the time, man. And you're gonna have 70, 80 degrees, and it's gonna be chill. So I respect it. I really do.
Yeah, we take advantage of that. We try to showcase that as much as we possibly can. Just literally, you can come in the same day in January, and where it's inclement weather in the rest of the world or rest of the country, at least, in 1 hour and 15 minutes, go put your feet in the snow. And then the same day, come back and go in a different direction and put your feet in the sand. And the weather is not at all inclement. It's probably 70, 75 degrees for you to be able to do those things. And so we take full advantage of that.
Which is why the Cowboys practicing in Oxnard, they want to be in Dallas.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be there either. You know how hot and humid it is? Shucks, man. I don't want no parts of that, brother.
Yeah, man. You know, I saw your team play in Carolina. I was there. I saw them play in Carolina.
Let's not talk about that. How about that?
I was like, wow, okay.
Yeah, it's just amazing to me that we could play as we did against the Panthers and then come back and play as well as we did, you know, against the Commanders and some of the other games. And so again, it's even in the pros, it's up and down. You never know what you're gonna get. But those teams that do try to figure it out, or they are able to figure it out at the end of the year, they do away with it. But yeah, that was a rough one right there that you were at.
what amazes me is that the Panthers at home go to a South Silent count because of all the Cowboy fans in Bank of America Stadium.
Ain't that crazy? That is
Yes.
crazy. As I've gone and watched the Cowboys at visiting, or they're the visiting team, that is in fact true. Even when they come out here to SoFi, when they play the Rams or they play the Chargers, it's almost 50-50, if not more Dallas fans than the home team, which I love. I think is awesome.
Even the Falcons, when they played the Bills, it was South Silent
Mhm.
count against the Bills. Even when they played the Commanders, I was like, it was like, man, like it has to be disheartening for the home team. You have to go silent count at home.
No doubt, no doubt. I mean, it definitely is. As a stadium, it's about filling that stadium up, but there's something to be said for not allowing fans to come in and buy those tickets. But you're also going to be in an empty stadium if you don't do that. So it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah, and then same with the Hawks. Like when you play the Lakers, the Knicks,
Mhm.
the,
Yeah,
the things like that, man. The Celtics, Philadelphia, the Miami Heat is like a
yeah.
Hawks road game when they play a
At
little deep.
home.
They play a little deep. Offense.
Yeah, yeah. That's tough. That is definitely tough.
Or you getting screamed at at the free throw line to miss it like by the visiting team.
Yeah,
It's crazy, man. Like it
that
blows
is.
my mind. But that whole tailgate lot with cowboy group
Mm,
tailgates and I was like, man, this is crazy. Because
yeah,
we
road.
just played Memphis the night before. We
Hmm.
went back in and me and a couple of guys went to Charlotte for the game and
Sure.
they was amazed.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's like that almost every game, particularly at other places, other venues. It definitely looks and feels like you look and you. I'm not in Dallas. I'm in Denver. They've traveled. Cowboys travel. The Lakers travel. The Dodgers travel. Those are my teams. So we
So are
we
you
we
happy
sitting.
Dodgers then? Yeah, you're very happy right now.
Yeah, yeah. We sitting pretty. So we just take care of business out there in Toronto and come on home and let's take another one.
You know what I was laughing about? Somebody sent me a meme saying it was Drake versus Kendrick too.
I saw that. I saw that. There's a little bit
Somebody
of
sent me
everything.
a meme of that. I'm like, you ain't lying. I'm like,
Yeah, there's a little bit of everything. Canada versus LA or Canada versus USA. It's a little bit of everything. But when that first pitch comes out, I guarantee you those two teams are going to try to do work. That's for sure.
no doubt, man, no doubt. Like I said, I look forward to it. I look forward because Freddie Freeman, I know him very well from time with the Braves.
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
don't know
yeah.
him very well. So indeed, you're gonna laugh. I had a coach on the show this week, today, rather. He called us Alabama.
Mm, yep.
I had to
Mm,
laugh. I said, nah,
yep.
this ain't Alabama.
Mm-mm.
What is
Nah,
it then?
that's.
I said, ain't Alabama.
He said, "What is it?" And he was serious.
Yes, he thought it was Alabama because of the
He
A.
ought to. He ought to be. He ought just don't.
I ain't
He
gonna say
can't.
I ain't gonna throw it. You'll see the interview, but it's like, coach, this is the Atlanta Braves. This ain't Alabama.
Yeah, you can't be that geographically deaf. Come on, man. Come
I
on,
said,
dude.
he was like, oh, I thought it was Alabama. I said, I can't be in Atlanta, Georgia.
With that. Yeah, think
Alabama,
about
like,
that. Just think about that. Think about that. You in Atlanta with an Alabama hat? Come on. That
yeah,
don't make no sense.
like, look, I said personally, I don't like the state school here. I didn't go
Right,
there. So
right,
I
right.
went to another school in the state. So when it comes to the state school here, I could care less too.
No doubt.
And I
No
said,
doubt.
Coach, I ain't gonna go into it, but the wrong tide does not sit well with me for various reasons. I know what it means.
Yeah, yeah, no doubt.
He was
No
like,
doubt.
I'll tell you offline what it really means.
Yeah, yeah. Tell him you need to send him that clip or a clip of Usher. Peace up, A's down.
Yeah, like,
That's what it
it's
is.
funny. We spent 10 minutes our interview talking about that. I'm like, bro, like, let's get to a program. But Alabama, bro, like, no,
Yeah, yeah,
no.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's just like us. Anytime we go west, no, east of Texas, this F
It's Florida.
is Florida, and I'll be like, yep, all good. I had a funny one. I was in the airport in San Jose, California, the other day. And the guy was asking me, was the F for Florida or Fordham?
Fordham. Oh,
Yeah, I said actually both.
yes. Like nowhere you are at. It like
At least.
if I wear my Tennessee State just the Tiger hat,
Hmm.
Memphis.
Right. Yeah.
You want to believe that?
Yeah.
Like if I had the Tiger on, like Memphis, yeah, like
Yeah. No
sure,
doubt. No doubt. Whatever
sure,
works for you. Whatever
yeah.
works for you.
I just laugh about it, man. It's really funny. It's really funny. I just think it's funny when people just don't, like you said, Jared Gaffley don't know certain things. Like, nah, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I can never
Yeah.
be in Atlanta, Georgia with an Alabama hat on.
Mm-mm. Not living there. You might be
No,
able to get through there and visit, pass through a couple hours, but you can't live there and do that. That's out
no.
of line.
Like,
They'll
nah,
get you.
like that ain't gonna fly. Like,
They'll get you.
I would maybe wear a Georgia Tech hat if I wear the UGA hat because it's in
Yeah.
Atlanta.
Sure. There you go. There you
I don't
go.
go to Athens, Georgia, unless I have to.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. Which training camp was unfortunately was there a few times, but
Yeah. Well, you said unless you have to, so you have
yeah,
to.
like I just Athens, Georgia ain't my cup of tea.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
I completely
look,
understand.
you know, it's Atlanta, then Georgia,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I don't like going to Georgia too much.
No doubt. No doubt. That's exactly right.
I like Atlanta. I like the perimeter area and the extra little bit. I ain't gonna follow the net.
That's that. Like you said, Atlanta, and then there's Georgia. Hey, I'm
Yes.
cool in Atlanta.
Yeah, like even like there in the South, folks. There's for me and these type of people, it is a
Yeah.
beast. It's Birmingham, Montgomery,
No
Huntsville,
doubt.
nowhere
Mm.
else.
Nowhere.
Columbia,
Nowhere.
South Carolina, Orangeburg was as well. South Carolina State is.
Hmm.
Charleston, maybe. It ain't nowhere. North Carolina,
Yeah.
Charlotte, Greensboro, Raleigh. In the South,
About
we
it.
just gonna be certain places.
That's about it.
Yeah,
Yep. I'm right there with you.
yeah, man. But it's funny, man. I love it though, brother. I love it. And for some people to deal to, I'll tell you this too. But where y'all in Fulton is so many schools are out east. So for
Hmm.
scheduling games for you all and reducing travel, a little bit more difficult.
Hmm.
Over 30 schools in the D1 are my way,
Yeah.
not your way.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little bit tougher from a scheduling standpoint, especially, for schools at our level that have to play certain types of games to get there or whatever. It's a little bit tough. Like we have two games in Texas, SMU, or not one, two games. We have one in Texas in Dallas and then one in Stillwater, Oklahoma. So, to get there is not going to be easy, and yeah, we got to cover a lot of ground to get there, but it is what it is. It's a part of it. It's what we've been doing, Chucks, for 13 years. So we'll continue.
It's funny, D. Like you got started. I got a year over you for us career wise, but like it's
Mm,
crazy how career arcs, how we have made it through so much.
no doubt.
It's still
No
going
doubt.
strong. Because I feel like I think about it. Yesterday was my 14th year doing this. It's like I've been through some stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
I've done through some wars and fights. So have you to still be able to talk about it and be about it, knowing what it is and what it ain't. Like, yeah,
Yeah. To me, that's the beauty of life, the struggle of life, to be able to go through what we've gone through individually and collectively and still come out on the other end better for it, and being able to talk about it, I think is really, really important. And again, nothing short of a blessing to be able to say we've been through what we've been through. And most people will never know what it is that we've been through, but it's been tough, and it will be tough, but it also allows us to appreciate times like these where we can get together and fellowship and talk about each other's career, quite frankly.
indeed. What's crazy about I told him I want to go speak over at Clark Atlanta to their journalism class, and I told him to straight them down. My degree ain't in journalism; it's in
Yep.
business.
Yep.
I don't want. I don't want to I don't want to dissuade you,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
a journalism degree, if you don't make it, what do you fall back on?
Yeah.
If you're
Yeah.
gonna do it, have a minor what you can fall back on.
No doubt. No
Because
doubt.
even in year 14, having a platform I have, having over 40 affiliates, I still catch junk from professional teams and some high major teams for as says coming to games, credentialing. So even now, because I'm by myself, I have no backing other than myself.
Yeah.
It's still a challenge and obstacles out there. But I embrace it also at a point where I don't give a care no more.
Right.
Because I have my situations. I'm at a point now where if you want me, you want me. If you don't, you don't. I ain't gonna beg.
Yeah. No doubt. No doubt. I think there's a saying or a hat that I seen on Instagram. It says, I'm not for everybody. And it's 100% true. And understanding that, appreciating that, and realizing that you aren't for everybody. Everybody's not going to be receptive to you. Everybody's not going to applaud you. Everybody's not going to be excited for you and happy for you. Cool. I just want to know who they are so I can steer clear of them and go on about my business and be with the people that do cheer and do care and do facilitate what I'm about. I think that's a really important part of it, but also realizing, there's people out there that they ain't happy to see me coming. Cool. Good for them.
No doubt. And I want to say, D, before you close up here, brother, I do thank you because, like people say, D, it's his day off doing his thing, but he had made time for the show. So, but do it 21 times, give me opportunity, brother. When others won't do it, I thank you for that because some coaches won't talk to me at all. They won't give me opportunity, but you've done it 21 times, brother. And I thank you for giving opportunity and building our friendship relationship over the years, man, but our brotherhood, man. So that's no brother. Definitely. I appreciate you so much for doing it because I know your time's valuable. You ain't got to do it. I'm not paying you to do it. So you do it out of the love of doing it. So it's like all that to be said. I say to say people understand that when you come on the show, man, it's because y'all really respect me, respect what I got going on, and really you want to approach the program and also know that I'm in your corner as well.
No doubt, man. I appreciate the opportunity to be with you for 21 years or 21 times and grow our relationship over that time. I think it's really important to understand and be able to look at someone asking the questions that look like me. That doesn't happen often. So when it does, I want to make sure that I'm front and center, especially with you. And whatever you need from me, man, you got it.
No doubt, brother. Thank you for your time, brother. We're going to do this again real soon. Hopefully doing it in March when you're going to the
game. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. We'll see you in March.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thanks, man. Take care.
BS3 Network. Changing the way you watch TV.
Yes, BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV, covering content and hot topics from A to Z, sports, music, society and culture, movie reviews, you name it, we have it. Check it out on bs3network.com or check us out on Roku, BS3 TV on Roku, as well as check out your favorite podcast on all podcast platforms or Spreaker.com/BS3 Network.
You are now tuned to BS3 Network.
What's up, family? Jared the Bossman here. You're tuned into the Bossman Show on AM 1010, AM 1430, 1055 The King. Let the King out at 105theking.com and the Bossman Show at bossmanshow.com. Hit me up on Instagram, The Bossman Show, Twitter at Bossman Show, and Facebook, Bossman Show. It's the Bossman on your radio.
Listen to the Bossman Show with your host, JR, Saturdays at 9 a.m. right here on AM 1010, The King.